Namaste to Vananda. This is Madhuri at Science at Your Tips. So here we have a topic known as identification of nature of salt. So here we are going to identify whether the given salt is neutral, acidic or basic. So it depends on from which acid and base it is produced. If the particular salt is produced from strong acid and strong base, if the salt is produced from a strong acid and strong base, that salt will be compulsory neutral. If the salt is produced from a strong acid and weak base, strong acid and weak base, this salt, whatever is produced here, that will be acidic in nature. And this salt will be neutral, which is produced from both strong acid and strong base, it will be neutral. Which is produced from a strong acid and weak base, it will be acidic. If this is produced from a weak acid and also strong base, it will be compulsory basic salt. It will be basic salt. If the salt is produced from a weak acid and weak base, that will be either acidic or basic or neutral. Why we are saying like this? Because it depends on the concentration of the acid or base we have taken. If the acid concentration is more, because both are weak only, if the acid concentration is more, the salt will become acidic. If the base concentration is more compared with the acid, then it will be basic. If both the concentrations are equal, then it will become neutral. So it depends on the concentration. We can't say exactly whether it is neutral or acidic or basic. It depends on the concentration of the acid and base. Right. Now we'll try to identify with the examples. So how to identify from which acid and which base it is produced. Right. So generally we know that if any acid is reacting with a base, it compulsory produces salt and water. If any acid is reacting with a base, it produces salt and water. So let us take here some base, sodium hydroxide and also hydrochloric acid. I am taking simple compounds here, sodium hydroxide and also hydrochloric acid. When these two are reacting, what happens here? Some salt is formed. So how to write the salt formula? So salt compulsory will contain the cation and anion. Cation we have to collect it from the base and anion we have to collect it from the acid. So cation we are going to collect from the base, that is sodium, and acid here we have HCl, from that we are going to collect the anion. NaCl is the formula for the salt, sodium chloride. So then along with that water also is formed. Now, so here in this reaction we have seen already that sodium chloride is produced from this reaction. Now here if you are having sodium chloride, NaCl is given for you. How to identify that? Take the cation, based on the valency of that form the base, and take the anion, based on the valency of that form the acid. Means here sodium valency is 1. OH also has a valency 1. So that is what becomes, means the formula becomes NaOH. Compulsory, most of the bases will contain OH according to our Arrhenius theory I am talking. Remaining some of the bases, though they are not having the OH also, they will behave as bases only. I am not going up to that extent. I am just talking about the bases which are containing OH minus ion and the acids which are containing H plus ion. Right. So NaOH is the base from which this sodium chloride is formed, and HCl is the acid from which this sodium chloride is formed. Now identify the nature of these two. As we know already that all the bases, all the hydroxides of first A group and also second A group are strong acids. Right. In that some exceptional cases will be there compulsory, but mostly. Next. And remaining all the bases, means D block metals, copper or zinc or any other metals bases are weak bases. Then coming to the acids, all the mineral acids are strong acids and all the organic acids are weak acids. So as we know that HCl is a mineral acid which can be prepared in the laboratory, right? So HCl is a strong acid and sodium hydroxide is a strong base. So from these two it is produced sodium chloride will be compulsory a neutral substance, right? Like that. Now let us take some other salt, CH3COO Na. By the name itself, you can identify that it is produced from sodium hydroxide, because here in this one we have an anion, that is acetate ion. CH3COO minus is there here. So CH3COO minus, as we are saying, this as anion. From the anion we have to form the acid based on its valence. CH3COO minus 1, H plus 1. Add that together, it becomes acetic acid. Then you take sodium here. Sodium has the valency 1. So from that you form the base NaOH it will become. So sodium hydroxide is the formula for this base. Sodium hydroxide is a strong base, and acetic acid CH3COOH is a weak acid. So that is why what we'll do here, we'll identify this salt as a basic salt. Why we are saying that's a basic salt? Because it is produced from the strong base and weak acid. Strong base and weak acid. So that is why we'll write this as a basic salt. Sodium chloride is a neutral salt. Right. Now we'll go for some other compound. Here I have some compound Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. I have some other compound, copper chloride, cupric chloride I am taking. Cupric chloride. Now identify the nature of these two salts. Sodium carbonate, it is produced from sodium hydroxide and also carbonic acid, H2CO3. I said already, based on the anion valency, form the acid. CO3 2 minus. CO3 2 minus means we have to form the acid. H2CO3 it will become. Because anyway we are adding hydrogens for the anion, we are adding OH minus for the basis. That is the cation. For that we will form the bases. So sodium hydroxide is a strong base, and H2CO3, as we know, this is organic acid. It becomes a weak acid. Strong base and weak acid. That is why this is also a basic salt. Basic salt. Now coming to the next salt, copper chloride, cupric chloride. From this, if you identify the base, copper hydroxide, CuOH taken twice, then chlorine is there here, we can write the acid HCl. So in these two, if you observe, HCl, as it is a mineral acid, is a strong acid. Then copper hydroxide, as we have seen earlier, first A group, second A group, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, all these somewhat strong bases. But here this is a D block metal, copper, so its hydroxide is a weak base. Weak base and mineral acid, that is a strong acid. So that is why from these two, whatever is produced, that will have the acidic nature, because it is produced from strong acid and weak base. Right? Like that. We'll see some other examples. If you take sodium phosphate, what is the nature of this? It is produced from sodium hydroxide and phosphoric acid. Sodium hydroxide, phosphoric acid. So as both are strong acid and strong base, that is why this is neutral salt. Now let us take here some zinc sulfate. This is produced from zinc hydroxide, sulfuric acid. Zinc hydroxide and sulfuric acid. Zinc hydroxide is a weak base, sulfuric acid is a strong acid. As you know, before also we have seen sulfuric acid is known as king of chemicals. Reactivity is more for that. So that is why this is a strong acid and weak base. That is why it will have the nature of acidic. Acidic nature will be there for this salt. Right? So like this, whenever salt formula is given, first of all you form the base from the cation and the acid from the anion. Means add OH minus for the cation to form the base and add H plus for the anion to form the acid. Then after that you identify the nature of the acid and also base. Then you try to identify whether it is acidic or basic or neutral. Right? Thank you very much, and like, comment and share my videos. Thank you very much.